Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I'm still in Bali. My schedule are pretty busy and I need some time on my own as well. So last week I didn't come up to do a weekly forecast, but I did post a full moon in Aries video. So I hope you check that out and I hope it was helpful and useful. So today I got some time to put up a weekly forecast for you all. So in this video we'll talk about this upcoming week. We'll be talking about October 17th to 23rd. The astrology of this upcoming week, how can we tune into this energy, or what does it mean for us? And then I'll do a shorter than usual. If you watch my videos before, I usually do a bigger spread of tarot cards and oracle cards to see what message guidance we can get from this upcoming week. This is going to be a little bit shorter, but I'll try to include as much information as possible. So let's begin. So let's talk about this week. I don't know how you're feeling, but I definitely can feel that the energy around is getting a little bit heavier and a little bit more dense. Things are building up. So if you're feeling that, that's totally fine. The astrology is really kind of building up and getting a little bit more intense as we head towards the end of October, because we are heading into Scorpio season, which is eclipse season. We'll have another set of coming in. I have to agree with a lot of astrology, including my teachers. The upcoming eclipse a little bit more intense, so definitely will be in the fields. So let's talk about it. So this week we from Tuesday to Thursday, but I personally think you definitely feel the energy this whole week, probably Monday to Friday especially. We have the Sun and Venus in Libra traveling close together, right? They're traveling almost the same speed, just very close to each other. And this week from 18 to 20, the Sun and Venus in Libra is going to take turn to trine Mars in Gemini one by one. On 18 and 19, this is Hong Kong time, so but it's around the same. So the Sun will trine Mars in Gemini first, and then Venus in Libra will trine Mars in Gemini. And then the both of them, since they're traveling quite close, so the aspect they're making are just the same and around the same time. They first trine Mars in Gemini, and then they're going to square Pluto, which recently stationed direct in Capricorn last week. So this energy is a little bit of a roller coaster. First, let's talk about Sun and Venus trining Mars in Gemini. So Sun and Venus in Libra trine Mars in Gemini is actually pretty nice energy here. Mars in Gemini is slowing down, preparing its retrograde that is going to begins at the end of October. So this energy with the Sun and Venus trining Mars, this is a go energy. It's like, go now, it's green light, let's go, let's move, let's take action, let's move forward, right? So this energy is maybe perhaps you might feel like there's something in your life that you want to take action towards. The Sun is definitely shining on you, and with Mars it's really helping you to take action. And with the Venus here, this might be related to relationships, that this might be related to money matters and beauty, right? So this can be you might seeing some relationships in your life, of course romantic, right? But also other one-on-one relationships that you have in your life. Perhaps there's something that you want to communicate, you want to talk about, you want to make changes, right? This is the time to really take action before Mars goes retrograde at the end of the month. It's already in shadow period, it's already slowing down, but it's not really there yet. So with the Sun and Venus here supporting and Mars also supporting, this is a supportive energy for you to really go and initiate a conversation, communication, to take initiative, taking action to solve maybe a situation with a person or with things regarding to your finance, your money matters, because Venus also talks about money matters, talks about stock, investment, money, finance. So if there's anything you want to take action, make changes, communicate regarding to your relationships, finance, money matter, I suggest you do it this week. Also, just a little reminder as well, we have Mercury that stationed direct and re-enter Libra last week. So Mercury is still in Libra this week. So perhaps the previous month, past couple weeks or past couple of months, you have been trying to reflect on your relationships, right? Trying to see what relationships align with you or not. It's time to make some adjustment, communication, reflection, reconciliation maybe, and perhaps you were doing that and now you're ready to communicate, right? Maybe perhaps there's a relationship you need to let go of that no longer align with you, or perhaps there's a relationship you want to initiate some kind of communication to reconcile, to work on it, to make amends. This is the time to do so. So this energy can definitely be like that. And then the Sun and Venus will continue to square Pluto. So this is that deeper energy that's coming up as well, right? Maybe this is things need to be resurfaced in order for you to communicate and make decision upon, right? So perhaps when the Sun and Venus square Pluto, this will also bring up some revelation, breakthrough, realization about maybe perhaps there are things you want to deepen, like perhaps there's relationships that you want to communicate so you can deepen it, right? Maybe perhaps you want to really dig deep and talk about your finance, your money matters with your advisors. Time to really have a deep dive, take a good look, what needs to go, what stays, what can we do, blah blah blah. So this is the time to do so as well. Pluto is also that transformative energy that's not afraid to dig deep, to look deeper. So perhaps this is also something that maybe you didn't know and now it serves up for you to know, to work on, or this is something that you have been avoiding but now you have to really talk about it, right? And with Sun and Venus, this can definitely be a relationship, romantic, friendship, family dynamic, maybe even power struggles that you have with a person. So this is that energy for this week. Then towards the end of the week on Sunday Hong Kong time, this is going to be in Sunday 5:17 a.m. Hong Kong time, or this is Saturday 22nd afternoon 5:17 Eastern time. So just the time according to your location. We are having a Venus Cazimi, right? If you listen to my video, see my video before, you will know what a Cazimi means. If not, that is okay. A Cazimi happens when the Sun aligns with the planet. The planet is traveling and passing through at the heart of the Sun, and they just form an alignment. This is usually a very beautiful moment. Because the planet is in the heart of the Sun, and the Sun is that divine knowledge, wisdom light that is shining upon that planet, being able to bring that energy of the planet out, right? Really shining it on all of us and just exhibit the amazing beautiful energy of that planet to all of us. That is usually what happens in a Cazimi, right? And so this Sunday we have that beautiful Venus Cazimi. Venus is at the last degree, 29 degree in Libra, right before it enters Scorpio. This Cazimi happened for us when Venus is still at her domicile. So this is beautiful. Venus being in Libra at her domicile, this Cazimi can definitely bring in a realization, breakthrough, revelation on Venus matters, which is your relationships, romantic, platonic, family, your one-on-one relationships, right? Perhaps it really bring in a realization, a revelation about certain people in your life. Perhaps you didn't see that before, now you see it. Perhaps there's a feeling coming up that you didn't feel before, now you know what to do. Or now you always know, but now is the time it really shines through, a breakthrough for you, letting you know what you want to do, whether it is to communicate, whether it is to let go, whatever it is for you, because everyone's human story is different. But this is definitely bringing in that realization or breakthrough that perhaps we might need in some of the relationship that's happening in our life. And of course, this is also about other Venusian stuff, not just relationship, right? This is about everything that's beauty, that bring you joy in your life. This is about money matter, your finance. So perhaps this Venus Cazimi can bring in some news, information regarding to those areas for you as well. So something special about this Venus Cazimi is this is happening at the last degree, 29 degree in Libra. The 29 last degree in a zodiac sign is also known as the anaretic degree. So that is the last degree where it's like really pushing through and breaking free sort of feeling, right? So it's extra potent. It is that really if not now, then when kind of moment, right? So this Venus Cazimi happening at this degree, maybe perhaps there's something you're really feeling, realizing, and that you just have to communicate, you have to review it, you have to take action upon, right? So just some example, you finally just have that realization about how much you love that person. You have to let them know. You need to take action before it's too late, before that moment is gone, or before that person is gone. So perhaps this is the day you really get that feeling. Maybe not the day you review, but definitely get that I have to do this, right? Or vice versa. Maybe this is the revelation that you know that this relationship really does not serve me anymore. It's really time to let go and just make space for a new one to come in. Yes, definitely romantic or any other kind of one-on-one relationship you have in your life as well. And of course, also about money matters and things that brings you joy. Perhaps you have to get that beauty product or have that procedure due before it's too late, before it's gone or not available. Or maybe this is some money matter, personal finance issues that you have to sort out. It can't be delayed anymore, right? So you can see what that means for you. You can also check out what house Libra rules. Perhaps something in that house is happening during this Venus Cazimi as well. So just a heads up, this energy, because it is kind of continuing into the beginning of the next week, Monday and Tuesday. Because what happens is once we have that beautiful Venus Cazimi and the last degree of Libra, the Sun and Venus then continue to travel and enter the first degree of Scorpio, and then the second, and then it get eclipsed. As in, we do have our Scorpio partial solar eclipse happening just a couple days after this week, right? Next week we are having it right when we just a couple days after we enter Scorpio season. So what does it mean, right? It means that we have this beautiful Venus Cazimi, the roller coaster is going up, and then Sun and Venus enter Scorpio, where Venus will be in her detriment, right? It will have a different kind of energy, and Venus is not as comfortable when she is in Scorpio, so the energy kind of like change a little bit. And then we have that eclipse where it covers everything. It eclipses Venus basically and covers the sun, right? So immediately the energy change, right? So we do have this roller coaster feeling with Sun and Venus, which I have, because I can't sugarcoat thing. I'll just say it as it is. It is quite worrisome, right? And many astrologers are talking about this as well, because it is so close. Basically we have a combustion, right? The Sun and Venus combust each other, and when Venus is still in Libra, it's okay, she's at her domicile, it's okay. But once this combustion continues and enters Scorpio, it is not nice. It is hard for Venus, because she's not being able to rest, to enjoy her time and exhibit her energy. And so this energy is really kind of a roller coaster ride, right? This can feel quite intense, and as a collective I feel like we might really see some, hopefully not bad news, but we really have to see what happens. But Venus being related to feminine energy, being related to our money, stock market, global market, it will definitely be interest. I'm not saying that it will crash. I'm not saying that there will only be bad news, but this energy is quite worrisome. So please do take care of your emotion, take care of your heart personally, and just be gentle with yourself and others around you as well. What is happening during this Sunday 23rd? We have that beautiful Cazimi that I just talked about. We also have Saturn stationing direct in Aquarius. So Saturn retrograde in Aquarius since June 5th. So the past few months, 4-ish month, it has been retrograding in Aries, giving us a period of time to reflect on the structures that we have in our life and structures as a collective, right? And perhaps during those last few months you are reflecting on the different structure that you have in life. Maybe perhaps the structure of your work, your relationships, the way you set your boundaries with everyone around you in your life, right? Perhaps you are readjusting, reevaluating, and see perhaps maybe there's things that need to be changed. Perhaps your belief system changed, so the way you place your structure or boundaries also change, and that is totally fine. We all do that, and we all adjust from time to time. So now that Saturn got stationed direct in Aquarius, it is time to regroup and take any necessary action towards your structure in life, the way you set your boundaries, and so on and so forth. Also, like I mentioned before, with that roller coaster ride of Sun and Venus in Libra and Scorpio, on the 23rd we have the Sun and Venus traveling together, entering Scorpio. We officially kickstart Scorpio season. I am excited. I'm a Scorpio Sun, so I feel a little bit extra alive during this period of time. So on October 23rd, 6:36 p.m. Hong Kong time or 6:36 a.m. Eastern time, the Sun and Venus travel together and enters the sign of Scorpio. So it kickstarts Scorpio season for us, and it's spooky season. So like I said, that roller coaster energy, we have that beautiful Cazimi, and then Venus will be in Scorpio, playing out a different vibe and energy. Yes, personally, speaking in terms of Venus herself, yes, she's at detriment. That means she's not being able to feel as comfortable as she likes to be in Scorpio, but it's not all bad, it's not all negative, it's just a different energy, right? Venus in Scorpio is this loyal, dedicated, passionate, and intimate, intense energy, right? This is that ride or die connection, soulful connection that is not just physical but also about your soul and your mind as well, right? This is that intense energy connection that we have with another person. Yes, this can definitely be the romantic partner. This can also be a deep soulful connection with your friends, your family, your soul tribe. Venus in Scorpio crave that deep, meaningful, intense, passionate connection with others, and also experience, right? So maybe if you're passionate about certain hobby or things, you go really deep, like you read every single book, you take every single class about that topic, that hobby, you really deepen that thing that you love so much about, right? So that can be also about that Venus and Scorpio energy. And this just comes up, this reminds me of the relationship between Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, that really like raw and intense, passionate, like I don't know, like they didn't they drink each other's blood or something. It's like this really like intense, passionate connection with someone else, right? So we might see that energy, we might embody that energy as well during this time, right? And of course, with any planet sign energy, there's always light and shadow attribute. So the shadow attribute can be, yes, very protective, maybe even overly protective about those connection experience that you can get triggered very easily. You might get jealous, possessive, and obsessive easily because you don't want to lose it, you don't want people to touch it, you don't want anything to interfere with that, right? So that can be the shadow attribute of that Venus in Scorpio energy. And we also have Sun entering Scorpio, kickstarting spooky season for us as well. So this Scorpio season is going to be more intense because it's also the eclipse season, and the first one is a partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, which is a new moon in Scorpio essentially, that's happening next week. I'll try to see if I have time to make a different separate video to explain that eclipse because it is really quite intense. So this is what's happening this week, really intense. I know, lots of energy happening, so just try to be gentle with yourself and other. Try to slow things down a little bit, try to process and think before you act and speak. Hopefully this will help. And now let's dive everyone into a tarot reading. So part 2 of this video, we'll be doing a tarot reading to see what message guidance we can get from tarot card and oracle card for this upcoming week, 2022 October 17 to 23. So I have 6 cards here. I have Queen of Pentacles, and then I have King of Pentacles. So we have a pair right here, and then we have 6 of Pentacles. We have a lot of Pentacles energy, and then we have Knight of Swords, and then a Knight of Wands, and lastly we have Temperance. So I'm getting a couple different messages from looking at the cards here. So this week, of course, this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading for the collective. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you want a personal private reading, I'm more than happy to do that for you. Feel free to contact me. All my information are in the description box below. You can Instagram, DM me, email me, and we can schedule a reading right there. So what I'm seeing here is that I got the first message I got is for people that are in a relationship. It doesn't have to be a marriage, but yes, it can be like if you're in a marriage, if you're in a long-term partnership, relationship, or you're just like you are like seriously dating each other, something like that, right? What I'm seeing is that this week for people in this situation, I feel like there is two different messages. One message is a group of you are really taking some time to maybe it's not happening just this week, it has been happening for a little while. So I see that you guys, one of you or both of you, are internally re-evaluating this relationship. Maybe taking a little bit of time to do some reflection, to see how you both are feeling, how you feel about each other, the relationship, so on and so forth. Do you see a future together? I feel like this Venus Cazimi is bringing in two different messages for this group of people. The first one is that it truly allows you to sort of have like this deeper confirmation of yeah, this is my person, this is someone that I see myself continue to grow with and to evolve with and to learn with, right? So this is sort of like a deepening of the relationship, having a realization or just a feeling of wanting to do that with the other person, right? Say, oh, how far we've come, how much I want to continue to grow with this person, I can't wait to have more adventure, blah blah blah, with this person. And the second message coming in is more like a realization of, wow, we've been through quite a bit. Maybe there were some ups and downs. Maybe perhaps you guys spend no matter how long as the relationship, you have been together for a little bit, and you're at a point where you're thinking if you want to continue to invest this relationship. And for the second message coming in is I feel like this Venus Cazimi is bringing out what is hidden in the surface, hidden below the surface, right? Perhaps there's something that you feel like you still need to work on, or you're not ready to take that step yet, and perhaps you realize that there's something else you're looking for, right? Maybe you don't want to continue this relationship because I feel like this group of people, you realize that there's something you have to work on yourself, right? Whether this is building your financial wealth, your soul growth, your self-improvement, or maybe perhaps this is someone just realizing that they're better off being on their own or with someone else, or it doesn't have to be a third party, right? It can just be you wanting to just be alone, continue your own growth before you deepen or continue this relationship, right? And then another message I'm getting is that this is about you. I feel like this is probably a small group of people that will resonate. This is about the past. This is about maybe before the timing wasn't right. Maybe you weren't ready. Maybe the other person weren't ready. Something was delaying this connection, this relationship. And I feel like this Venus Cazimi is bringing in that revelation for you. It's like, oh, I actually want this. And we also have Sun and Venus trine Mars, and then square Pluto. I feel like all these energy this week is just bringing up a feeling. It's like, I don't want to miss out on this person anymore. I am scared that I'll regret. Maybe I was scared, I was not ready, or the other person was, or whatever, financial or distant or whatever. And I feel like this week you come to realize that, you know what, I don't care about all those limiting beliefs anymore. I don't care about like, I'm not ready, they're not ready, or there's distance, financial difference, blah blah blah, background. You don't care anymore. This week I feel like you suddenly have that feeling or realization, revelation, aha moment that no, I'm just gonna go for it. This is what I want. I see a future with this person. I've delayed it so much time, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm gonna go for it. So this is that energy as well coming from this spread. And then I see another message is needing to find a balance, because I feel like as we also have this week, astrology also resonates here. A group of you, if this message resonates, is you're feeling your energy is a bit scattered around this week, needing to find grounding, needing to find balance, needing to come back, because I feel like you're like a little kid. There's a lot, perhaps you're really busy with work, with meeting people, with learning, with so on and so forth. A lot is happening in life, especially this week. Or maybe your thought is just going a million miles an hour, and you have so much in your head, going through your head. Maybe you have different thoughts, different things you want to do, and you're finding a little bit hard to concentrate. Maybe you don't want to miss out, so there's just so much going on, everything you want to do. Or perhaps this is you're meeting this person, seeing that friend, going on to an event, so on and so forth. So there's a need to center yourself, to come back and find that balance, harmony within yourself. If you find yourself having scattering thoughts or energy, this is time to slow down. Maybe you don't have to do everything. Maybe you don't have to join every conversation. Maybe you just need a little bit downtime, right? And this is the message for this week. Let's check out our oracle cards. So from the oracle cards, from our moon oracle, we have first quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. And we also have that Libra energy. We have that beautiful Venus Cazimi happening this week for us. Keep your heart open. See what this Cazimi is bringing in for you, right? Maybe this is asking you to open your heart to welcome any divine guidance, messages coming through from this energy, right? And then we have last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. I feel like the cards are connected. Let's read the final one as well. Another Libra card. Full moon in Libra. Find a balance. See, it's just like that last message from the tarot I have just now. I feel like this energy is be open heart, open mind, and see what this Venus Cazimi bring in for you regarding to what's happening in your relationship world. Try not to control, try not to hold on or grip on anything too tight, and just see what comes up for you, right? Maybe this is something you have been avoiding, ignoring. This is something you didn't know, maybe happened out of the blue. But I feel like this week, just pay attention, see how you feel. Maybe sometimes it's just that 5-second light bulb moment that just bring in that revelation message that you need in order for you to have a breakthrough, realization, aha moment, or how to move forward. And just listen to your heart, your feelings, work it through, right? If you find yourself scattering around, just try to find that balance within you again, right? Take some downtime or so on and so forth. And then we have a Rose Oracle card, Morning Dew. Clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. So also resonating with what I have been saying, and we are having the partial solar eclipse next week in Scorpio. So this is for some bringing a I just saw 11:11 on the recording time, that as I'm recording this message. Whoa, signs and synchronicity, right? So we are feeling this eclipse season energy already, right? And for some, this is bringing in a new beginning for you, bringing in new clarity for you, so that you know what is it that you truly want and need and desire in life, what direction you need to head towards to go for those, right? So wow, beautiful card, simply beautiful, right? And I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook message for you here. There's a special moment when the day is new, the sun is still young, when we too are given the opportunity to begin again. The presence of the morning dew welcomes us with the grace of a fresh start. And as the moisture gathers on the roads, it invites us to see things clearly, sometime in a whole new way than we did the previous day. A new perspective is suddenly here. This card brings the message that clarity is on its way. A new start and a change of perspective are possible. Shifts are coming. The future is looking renewed, hopeful, positive, and bright. Keep focusing on your ideal outcome and trust in the presence of the potent of morning dew. How beautiful. Lastly, we have a self-care oracle card. Feelings. Oh, all the feels this week with Venus, Sun, and all that. Healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. It's just like that moon oracle. Work through your feelings. Let your heart stay open, right? Hope this message helped. Feel free to drop me a comment below. Let me know how you think of this. And I'm wishing you all a good week ahead, and I'll see you next time. Bye.